What is going on live? Yes, back in our normal location, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Just finished up watching not just the race, but also my New York football Jets defeating our bosses, and my producer, Trey Lyles, Philadelphia Eagles, had to shout them out. Shout out Tom, shout out Trey, who is the man, the JETS. They're the man. You know who else is also the man?
Lose this week either.
Everyone wins, I feel like. You know who also won today? It's Kyle Larson. He really did, and he clinched his spot in the championship for at Phoenix. Domination, not as much domination as Riley Herbst from yesterday, but domination for the 5 team. He wound it up in victory lane.
Well, it's funny you point out the comparison to Riley Herbst yesterday. Kyle pointed out in his media availability afterwards that in this car, the way it's designed, it's like the leader can't really get that huge lead. And we saw him break out to probably 2-second lead at one point, and it seemed like it was his race to lose, basically. But all of a sudden, Christopher Bell came storming out of nowhere, and he made it close. I believe it. What was it?
I think it's .082.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, .0. So what is it, 82 thousandths of a second? 82 thousandths. That's close. That's way closer than we thought it was going to be. A good race, really solid race. But obviously Kyle Larson gets it done, and he'll be racing for championship number 2.
A little bit disappointed with our race picks. Chris Buescher as well as Tyler Reddick. Was not expecting them to be as, not disappointments, but they just weren't up at the front. What stood out to you besides those 2 disappointing runs for those 2 teams?
Yeah, but halfway through the race, I looked up and I said, man, I picked the wrong RFK car. Because Brad Keselowski was up there in the thick of things going for the win. The other one sticks out is Martin Truex Jr., where they kind of missed things. I think they messed up on the strategy a little bit, didn't do too well in traffic. They found themselves in the back half of the teens, but they rallied at the end, got themselves a top 10. So it wasn't a complete loss of a day for that team.
I feel like Brad Keselowski is going to get a win at, Phoenix. Remember, 7-8 years ago in the very season finale where you had, a weird winner that was so close and then he finally got it done? I feel like Brad Keselowski is going to be that guy because he's inching so close. He's getting those finishes that are so consistent, but he just can't get over that hump.
Yeah, I believe you're referring to 2013 when Denny Hamlin hadn't won a race all year. Okay. He finally won Homestead. It's the last guy that didn't win a championship that won the last race of the year. But I don't know. We'll see. It seems like those 4 cars that make the championship 4 always are way faster than everybody else when it comes to last race. I'm just pointing out that they are faster. I'm not saying why. I'm not saying how. I'm saying they're faster. But yes, I could definitely see maybe even Martinsville. Brad is really good at Martinsville. I could see him getting the job done there. But if not, he's going to win a race next year. Yeah, lock it in right now. Brad Keselowski will win a race in 2024.
Boom, you heard it here first, folks. If I can, talk, that'd be great. Last but not least, where can everybody check out our amazing content, Mr. Michael Massie?
Yeah, so I wrote a sidebar on Christopher Bell.
Was it good?
I think so,
Okay.
but I am biased,
We should
okay?
check it out then.
We're unbiased journalists, but when it comes to my writing, I'm biased.
I'm going to check it out then.
you do that. Give it a read.
Fantastic.
Christopher Bell, though, he almost won, but he looked like a family member died after.
There was a lot of angry and frustrated drivers after this race. 7 of the 8 playoff drivers were very, very, very frustrated.
Yeah.
And the only other one was in victory lane.
Yep, he was happy as could be. But Bell, yeah, he was just dejected. He said, this was our chance to get to Phoenix, whereas now he's 2 points below the cut line. He's going to have to race it out the next 2 weeks, and, he did pretty well doing that last year, but it's a struggle. There's no guarantee to it. So he was bummed about that. You can read all about that, as well as how him and Larson, their once feud is kind of over with now. It's all in that sidebar. Check that out on Frontstretch.com. And then we did a bunch of interviews afterwards.
So many. We have youtube.com/Frontstretch, youtube.com/Frontstretch. What is it, Massie? youtube.com/what?
Backstretch? No, it's Frontstretch. Frontstretch. Not
job.
that. Not that.
I don't know which way is which, but whatever. Which way I got to go is to the airport. I got to go catch a flight to see my wife on our anniversary weekend. So shout out to Izzy, as he calls her, stupid Izzy. For Stupid Michael, I am Brian Timothy Dale Nolen. Thank you so much for joining us for coverage through Las Vegas weekend. Jared Haas and his team of great reporters will take it to you guys from the great state of Florida in the city known as Miami next week.
This is Austin Dillon, driver of the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.